honor someone that is having a special occasion. Tonight, we have two such honorees. Their family and friends have gathered together to celebrate their lives right here in this very show. So please, welcome to the stage with much thunderous applause, Carole and Joe SAK! Did you guys expect this at all? No. Well, what has happened is your friends and family are here to celebrate your lives. They've given us some information. We're going to get to know you a little better. So let's get to know, is it Carole or someone? Carole and Joe a little bit better.
All right, so here we have Carole and Joe. The reason for this slice of life, it is their 45th wedding anniversary. Yeah! They actually went to the same school, and when they met, Carole was actually dating Joe's friend, Wayne. But they met at a picnic, and eventually, when Wayne was no longer in the picture, Joe asked Carole on a date, and the rest is history. How he proposed is a sweet story. They had visited Joe's father in the hospital, but on the way home, Joe pulled off in a notorious parking. And he gave Carole a ring and asked her to marry him. She said yes, and unfortunately, though, when she told her parents, they were not so happy. She was 18 and he was 19. There's more.
Yes, there is. A little bit about Carole. She's got a couple of nicknames. One is Gigi Jr. They also call her Little Giant. I don't know. I'm sorry. Thank you. Her occupation, she's an office manager in a real estate office. And to describe her personality, she is bubbly, always smiling. And she sees the good in everyone. She has a couple little mannerisms that she does. She always tears up when leaving the family. And she flares her nostrils when she's mad. But it's okay because she's smiling. And she's very proud of her kids and grandchildren, and also her fundraising accomplishments. And also, she once climbed a huge climbing wall. She is not fond of rude and inconsiderate people and irony.
There's more about Carole. She loves being in the outdoors. She enjoys a good neck rub, and she loves crocheting. I know, it sounds like I'm dating you right now. She's got the right. She says, "Give everyone a hug for me" a lot, and she also says, "You're going to give me a heart attack, Quincy," which is one of your grandchildren, right? Awesome. Her strange habits include always picking up after everyone. Her best friend is her daughter Tara, and also her oldest friend Terry, who went to beauty school with her. Terry is described as cynical and dry. I hope you wrote this, Terry. Her brothers include Brian, who's energetic, and Barry, who is a loner. But there is more.
Is this a loner or loser?
Nearly as funny.
Loser.
Joe Rosencrantz. His nickname is Big Joe, Moses, and Schnoz. He is a landscaper and a jack of all trades. He's described as very dedicated, relentless, and always on the go. His physical quirk, he has extremely clean feet. And, just good hygiene, actually. He can't work with the computer or VCR. His proudest moment was coming back from Vietnam and running marathons.
Joe loves being outside and a good shopping spree. He also loves digging in the dirt and Pepto-Bismol. He says, you gotta have good dirt. If you want to do it right, do it yourself. And gotta have my rum and coke. His friend is his old friend John from Vietnam. A buddy spends most of his time with Tim, his son-in-law, always bonding over a project or a cigar. You got a sister Anne Marie who is funny, Barb, who was a great baker. And before Joe met Carole, you and your buddies would put on sport coats and ties and crash wedding receptions and eat off the buffets. Joe and Carole have Tara is her firstborn. She's on the go, but she's also the life of the party. Susan is a teacher and very patient. And Jody lives in Seattle, where he's a chef and a gardener. And we already mentioned Quincy, who's the oldest grandson. They have lots of other grandkids and family all over with their sport.
We asked a little bit about what you guys like to do together. Some of your proudest things doing together is all your kids' weddings. You love to take long drives, but Carole is always in charge of the map and directions. You both like shopping, although Joe likes to go and get it done in a hurry. Carole likes to take her time and doesn't like being rushed. You also both enjoy 60s music, soft cars, making fires in the fireplace in the backyard. You're both super organized. You love to put together garage sales. You also enjoy dancing under the full moon. And basically, you enjoy the simple things, you appreciate life. Although you're opposite sides of the same coin, family is always first to you. Joe and Carole.
Right. So now, let's have a big round of applause for Joe and Carole.